The phone buzzed on the table between us. Once. She didn't look at it. That was the first crack. We were sitting in the kitchen, late, the kind of quiet that only comes when you've shared too many years to fill it with words. Her hands were folded, too neat. Her eyes stayed on the wood grain like it might answer for her. "I need to tell you something," she said. I nodded, slow, careful, like nodding too fast might break the room. She breathed in, out. "I've met someone." The words were soft, gentle, like she was trying not to wake a sleeping child. I felt nothing. That scared me more than anger. She kept talking, about honesty, about truth, about how she hadn't planned it. I watched her mouth move. I watched the space between her teeth when she hesitated. She said his name. I didn't remember it. She said, "He's my soulmate." That word landed wrong, too big, too clean. Then she smiled, small, almost proud. "He doesn't care about money," she added. "He's genuine." I smiled back, not because I felt kind, because I felt clear. Under the table, my phone was already in my hand. My thumb moved on its own. Close her credit lines, stop her father's medical bills, remove her from the property deed immediately. I hit send. The room stayed quiet. She thought this was a confession. I knew it was a mistake. 12 years doesn't disappear in one sentence. It leaks out, slowly, in details you ignored because love told you to. I thought back to the late nights, the sudden gym trips, the way she turned her phone face down like it was shy. I remembered her laughing at messages she never shared. I remembered the way she stopped asking about my day. She said it wasn't physical at first. That mattered to her. She wanted it to matter to me. I nodded, again. Inside, something old and heavy shifted into place. She talked about feeling seen, about how he listened, about how life felt simple with him. Simple. That word hurt more than soulmate, because I knew what simple cost. I paid for her father's treatments, every month, no questions. I paid the mortgage, the cars, the quiet life she said she needed. I thought I was building something. She thought she was escaping it. She reached for my hand. I didn't pull away. That seemed to confuse her. "I didn't mean to hurt you," she said. I almost laughed. Instead, I asked, "How long?" She hesitated, counted in her head. "Months, plural." I nodded again. I asked no more questions. Not yet. Shock is loud for some people. For me, it was silent, like snow falling over a grave. I didn't confront her. I made coffee in the morning. I kissed her cheek. I went to work. At night, I listened. I watched. I learned. I checked phone records. Numbers repeat when they matter. Patterns always form. You just have to wait. I saw his name saved under a woman's name. Cute. I pulled credit reports, quietly. I called my lawyer, quieter. I reviewed the deed, the accounts, the insurance. I didn't rush. Rushing is how people make mistakes. She grew lighter, happier. She hummed while cooking. She started planning trips she said she'd take alone. I let her talk. Inside, I counted steps. I learned he rented a small room, no savings, no plan. He liked to talk about freedom, about how money was fake, easy to say when someone else pays your bills. I learned she told him I was controlling. That hurt more than the affair, because I gave her everything she asked for. She just wanted something I couldn't buy. I slept next to her every night. I slept well. The report came in on a Tuesday. Clean, clear, simple. He wasn't rich. He wasn't stable. He wasn't honest. He had debts, old ones, big ones. He owed people who didn't smile. I printed the pages. At dinner, I placed them on the table. She frowned. "What's this?" "Read," I said. She did. Her face changed with every page. Color drained. Eyes widened. "That's not," she started. "I know," I said. "You didn't ask." Silence. "He said money didn't matter," she whispered. I leaned back, calm. "Money doesn't matter," I said, "when someone else has it." She looked up at me then, really looked. Fear replaced pride. I felt nothing. Her phone rang. She answered it, listened. Her hands started to shake. "What do you mean my card was declined?" she asked. I stood, walked to the sink, rinsed my cup. Behind me, her voice rose. Panic cracked through it. Another call, another, then her father's clinic. Confused, apologetic, bills unpaid. She turned to me. "What did you do?" I dried my hands. "I adjusted my life," I said. She cried, loud, messy. She begged, she explained, she promised. I watched. When she mentioned love, I stopped her. "Love," I said, "doesn't spend other people's money." She reached for me. I stepped back. I told her she had 30 days to leave. She said she had nowhere to go. I thought of her soulmate. "He doesn't care about money," I said. "You'll be fine. The house is quiet now, cleaner. Her things are gone. So is the noise. People ask if I'm angry. I'm not. Anger needs energy. I don't waste mine. I learned something simple. Love isn't blind. It just trusts. I don't anymore. And that's not loss. That's power. I turn off the lights. I sleep. Alone. At peace.